What's up? This is Naked Eli, the mostly unclothed gamer, here with our one and only ODST Halo Tricks video. This is going to be the brute shot plus grenade jump that allows us to skip this entire complex. We don't even have to go up the elevator next to Dare, who smells really bad. We instead launch ourselves straight up to the ceiling, and then none of the drones, or buggers as we call them, will spawn, which means we get to simply run to the end of the mission where all the brutes are chilling towards the end. So that's really nice. Now here I hit a checkpoint in this vicinity by delaying the checkpoint on this bridge. So as you come into this room, you grab that beam rifle here, and you should have had a brute shot from the previous room. There's one in the canister as soon as you walk in. You melee your way up to this area, and then you stop right here, you push this out of the way, and you should get a checkpoint right as you're pushing that out of the way. So now this allows us to practice brute shot jumping off of this to the first platform. What we want to do is we want to angle ourselves in such a way that the explosive goes off with our brute shot hitting the ground. Alright, so let's reset the checkpoint, show you that again. We want to angle it just about here. Maybe 45 degrees looking down, and that's pretty much it to get ourselves up to here. Now, some ways to do this wrong are if you shoot this barrel yourself, you can still make it. It's just you take a lot more damage, and you're going to have full shield and health for this upcoming brute shot grenade jump. Now, you also don't want to be like too far forward like this, because then that'll throw you underneath the platform. And you also don't want to be at the wrong angle. Like if you're looking this way, then you're not even going to hit the platform. So you basically turn around, jump up onto here, look a little bit left, look at the ground, just like where the brute shot won't hit it, but slightly up, jump and shoot, and you should land comfortably up here on this platform. Alright, so now, this little computer pad is what's going to allow us to do a nade plus brute shot jump up to this part of the platform or this part of the platform. Alright, this left side uses a frag grenade, this other side we use the plasma or spike grenade. Alright, most people think that the frag is the easiest, so let me show you what that looks like. You're going to want to jump up to here, you're going to throw a grenade down right on this right corner. And then as soon as it goes off, after it does all its little jiggling on the floor, then you're going to jump and brute shot at the same exact time, which is going to take us onto that platform if we did it right. It's pretty hard to do. It takes a lot of practice, but it's definitely worth it for the reasons I mentioned before. Basically because you get to skip all of the drones. So we come up to here. Notice you can fall off pretty easily. So you want to sort of walk into it to firmly keep yourself on it. And then you can wiggle your way off like that, or you could just slightly look to the right to throw this frag. Now we're going to throw it and brute shot at the same time and hope that it works. There it is. So we made it up to this platform. We can then come around here, run on here, and you'll notice that none of the enemies will spawn, which is wonderful. Wonderful news. Alright, so now let's try that again with the frag. I'll show you some ways. Whoops. So that's an example of using a bad angle. And let's try it one more time. There we go. Okay, so now let's try that with a frag one more time. And this time I'll try to throw it more towards the left. The only problem as you're more towards the left is that if it lands in a spot that angles you too far left, then you hit that ledge, which is why I'll usually try and do it pretty far to the right. But let's try it from the middle this time. All right, we got it to work. So notice that the frag on the bottom does a little jiggle. So you want to wait slightly more than you're used to waiting for that to go off. And then the launch should work. All right, now let me show you, or attempt to show you, the really hard ways, which is with the plasma and the spike grenade. All right. So you want to wait until your shields are back, of course. And now when we're doing this, we want to shoot for this corner of this platform. Okay? And so I usually aim, if this is the halfway mark right here, you can sort of see this line that differentiates the light from the dark. I like to throw it just a little bit before that. And then as soon as I throw that grenade, I'm going to look down, jump and brute shot as it's going off. All right, so the timing for this is really, really vital. Let's try it. Boom, nailed it on our first try. That's nice. And so this way actually is slightly faster because we don't have to run all the way around that box. We can just run on through. So I know that's really super nitpicky speedrunning, but that's how you do it with the plasma. And then I can show you, or attempt to show you with the spike grenade, which is really, really, really hard to do. And I feel like it requires a little bit of RNGs to have your back. Because the spikes shoot up in a random direction, and I think you need a heavy concentration in the middle that will launch you up. But let's give it a shot. Nope, didn't work. I guess I don't need to reset checkpoints. I have one more to practice with. Try it again. And right there. So we didn't get the spike grenade to work, but that's okay. You really don't want to be at this point with just a spike grenade if you can help it. There's some frags at the beginning of level 9 that you should definitely try to have. And there's tons of plasmas you can get from the Covenant all around. Trying to show you this spike grenade here, but if this one doesn't work, then I'm just gonna assume that I'm a terrible speedrunner and I actually can't do it. So there you go. You guys can try it with spikes. It works eventually, sometimes, but definitely the plasma and frag are more consistent, depending on if you want to go up the left side or the right side. All right, best of luck with the trick, getting up top of Data Hive. And I will see you guys in the Halo 4 tricks videos. Peace.